dangerous drug classification, right up there with heroin, and getting caught with either plant by a federal agent could have come with the strictest legal consequences. Even though I find it hard to believe anyone in the DEA could make these claims about hemp and marijuana with a straight face, the federal government did us a huge favor when it comes to this one-size-fits-all classification. Yes, we all know hemp and marijuana are not the same, but legally speaking, they were being treated exactly the same under the Controlled Substances Act, so why not legalize both of them at the same time? Why did states put the marijuana issue ahead of the hemp issue if the federal government is treating them as the same substance? Congress made a huge error by not legalizing both in the 2018 Farm Bill, and now they're turning the entire legalization process into a political issue. When it comes to the 115th Congress's voting records, the GOP, which held a majority in both houses until the 2018 midterm elections, blocked a number of common-sense marijuana-friendly bills. Most Republicans voted no to increasing military veterans' access to medical cannabis, no to ending the 280E tax code. The IRS doesn't allow marijuana companies to take any deductions or business expenses on their tax returns, and no to allowing marijuana business access to banking services. The only reason hemp was legalized in the 2018 Farm Bill was because Republican Senate House Majority Leader Mitch McConnell had been advocating for it for years. McConnell is pro-hemp because Kentucky needs another cash crop, now that tobacco doesn't pay the bills. He recognized the biggest bang for Kentucky's buck was to legalize all aspects of hemp, including CBD, because CBD is the biggest moneymaker right now for hemp farmers. Thanks to Mitch McConnell, the Republicans will now go down in history as the party that brought back hemp and added a whole new industry to the economy. So where does that leave the Democrats? Democrats now realize they have no choice but to embrace marijuana legalization if they want to win major elections in 2020. Now that Democrats have regained control of the House in 2019, it'll be interesting to see if they actually take note of Democrat Earl Blumenauer's blueprint to legalize marijuana, a step-by-step process for the 116th Congress to federally legalize weed. There's no question cannabis prohibition will end, Blumenauer stated in his memo. Democrats should lead the way. I don't really care who leads the way, as long as somebody is successful in legalizing all aspects of cannabis, releasing all the nonviolent drug offenders from prison, and expunging their records. However, the timing here is all too coincidental. Politicians never do anything out of the goodness of their hearts. For the first time in America's history, outgoing Congress members are leaving Capitol Hill and heading to the advisory panels of major marijuana corporations. Canadian-based Tilray, a global leader in the medical cannabis industry, welcomed two prominent politicians to their international advisory board in December 2018. Howard Dean, former Democratic National Committee chair and former Vermont governor, and Michael Steele, former Republican National Committee chair and Maryland's lieutenant governor. Incidentally, Howard Dean has had a long history of opposing marijuana legislation. Even when he was seeking the Democrats' presidential nomination in 2004, he wouldn't commit to ending federal raids against medical cannabis facilities. While Steele has been vocal about ending federal cannabis prohibition, the Republicans have obviously never embraced this reform, and he didn't make marijuana legalization a priority while he was chair of the RNC. Also jumping on the marijuana bandwagon is John Boehner, the former Republican Speaker of the House of Representatives. After opposing marijuana legalization his entire political career, in April 2018, he joined the advisory board of the cannabis investment company Acreage Holdings. When you look at the number of people in our state and federal penitentiaries who are there for possession of small amounts of cannabis, you begin to really scratch your head. A 2018 Bloomberg article quoted John Boehner as saying, "We have literally filled up our jails with people who are nonviolent and frankly do not belong there." Boehner, this is not a head-scratcher. While anyone can have a change of heart, we all know politicians, including you, are all about dollar signs, not common sense. The cannabis industry is expanding and politicians are looking to cash in. They were lining their pockets to keep marijuana illegal.